My name is Skeletor. 4 years ago, I was minding my own business, plotting to chemically castrate He-Man, when out of nowhere I was struck by a gender studies textbook. What I found inside was the first step in discovering the most diabolically evil religion I've ever come across. I could do the most heinous acts and make myself look like the victim, because I support minorities. And so, I enrolled in a 4-year university. And now, instead of battling He-Man, I battle the cishet white male patriarchy. This is SJW Skeletor Reviews. Today I'm reviewing Graveyard Shift by John Malin, written by Mark Polton, colored by Anthony George, and with letters by the Comicsgate Shadow Leader, Eric Weathers. Need to take a drink real quick. That's some good soy. The cover is a green-lit design of the Graveyard Shift symbol, and if you follow these lines here, it's clearly a swastika. The story opens with Professor Blood groping Lilith Mayhew's hands with his chest. Of course. Lilith's nipples come out as she talks about what a drama queen her husband is. Professor Blood bites Lilith Mayhew's neck because he doesn't believe women should speak. He puts on his Gestapo jacket, and they ride off in a jet. Lilith's husband shows up and asks where his wife is, because he wants his sandwich. On the next page, a young Donald Trump is leading a neo-Nazi rally. I'm sorry, I need to take another drink. A flashback begins and they go to an underwater lab, where everyone is white, aside from one guy, who's dark, but immediately gets stabbed in the chest and dumped out to sea. The Graveyard Shift is betrayed, and one by one, they're all turned to monsters. The base is destroyed in their escape, and a pipe kills a proud feminist. They all escape out into space in the Dracula Castle ship, of course disturbing this fine young gentleman. For shame. But we see that Mick has survived and has gone streaking. But the dark guy also survived. Take that, Whitey. Professor Blood pumps Lilith Mayhew, and young Donald Trump receives the Nobel Peace Prize from an emaciated Thanos, and then bites the head off a woman. Typical Trump. They spent the next several years in space. But when they returned, the media branded them as monsters. Could you imagine being labeled a monster by the press? Anyway, let's see what these subhuman Nazis have concocted for us. Of course, Lilith Mayhew is shot in the head several times. Always violence against women with these folks, am I right? Donald Trump becomes president with his smoking hot wife. I'm sorry, what's come over me? I'm sorry. I don't know what to say that sort of thing. But, today, something's come over. Maybe a little soy will do the trick.
Anyway, moving on. Of course, the Graveyard Shift explosively...
Breaking news! A deranged Michigan man broke into a nearby locally sourced vegan, GMO-free soy milk factory and contaminated the supply with vast quantities of wolf milk. The suspect shouted, Donut Earth is real before escaping into the night. Rather than throw the milk out, they shipped it out as though nothing had happened. Naturally, this created havoc on the West Coast as shipments ended up in a variety of grocery stores. Many men have begun to shed their rompers and wear their beards in a manly fashion. Throughout the area, socialist flags have come down and are replaced with the American flag. The factory owners have received numerous complaints, to which they have responded. It wouldn't be the worst thing any of us have ever slipped into a drink.
Oh god, no.
Hey everyone, SJW Skeletor stormed off before finishing the video and appears to be building a log cabin in the yard. I don't know what that's about, but if you like what you saw, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications, because while Skeletor is woke, I'm not. If you're looking for a sci-fi fantasy historical fiction space opera to replace the currently butchered franchise, pick up 7 Legions Issue 1, currently available on Comic Central. A long time ago and too close to home, Hiko, an orphan turned samurai, dreams of the life of Azrakal, an angel serving the 7 Legions, a galactic peacekeeping force. As Hiko's clan is thrown into war with their former ally, Hiko is drawn into the war between the 7 Legions and the 3 greatest enemies. The print run and continuation of the series will be funded through Indiegogo sometime next month. Pick up some merch in the store, also linked in the description. Thanks for stopping by.